Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 bartender Wells Adams and host Jesse Palmer shared their controversial opinions about the game-changing Golden crossover. For the first time ever, Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 will feature contestants from the Golden franchise, but it's still uncertain how they'll fit into the regular Paradise format. So far, two Golden alums have been officially announced, Leslie Fama and Gary Livingston. They'll join Bachelor franchise alums Jonathan Johnson, Hakeem Moulton, Zoe McGrady, and Kat Izzo, who have all been confirmed to be heading to the beaches of Costa Rica for Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. In an interview with Us Weekly, which took place before Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 began filming, Wells and Jesse admitted that they want to see crossover relationships between the Golden contestants and the Bachelor and Bachelorette alums. Wells said that he's hopeful for an age gap romance, citing 73-year-old football coach Bill Belichick's relationship with his 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, as a real-world example. Wells shared, "This happens all the time in the real world. Look at Bill Belichick right now. It's happening in front of us. I don't know if it will, but I think it'll be cool to have the Goldens around. The thing that I love about the Golden Bachelor so much is they've lived so much more life that their advice, their conversations, the stakes for them are just so much bigger. I think that'll be a good thing for them to impart on all these young kids." Jesse also wants to see the Golden contestants mingling with the younger cast members. He said, "Hopefully yes, to some crossover romances." He added, "There's something I want to say about a recent interview, but I won't," also referring to Bill and Jordan's relationship, when they refused to answer questions during a CBS interview in April. Jesse also promised that the Golden alums will bring something special to Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. He said, "Lots of personality is a guarantee, especially from our Golden cast. That's probably the #1 thing I'm really excited about, them being here. Outside of them having a second shot at finding love, I'm really interested to see the perspectives that the Golden cast bring, educating our younger cast on life and love. I think there's a lot of value there. This happens all the time in the real world. Look at Bill Belichick right now. It's happening in front of us. I don't know if it will, but I think it'll be cool to have the Goldens around. The thing that I love about the Golden Bachelor so much is they've lived so much more life that their advice, their conversations, the stakes for them are just so much bigger. I think that'll be a good thing for them to impart on all these young kids." What a Golden crossover relationship could mean for Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. If the Golden alums end up having relationships with the younger Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants during Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, it would be unprecedented. A crossover relationship would mean that the Bachelor franchise would be breaking new ground and pushing the envelope once again. Previously, the only interaction that the Golden cast members had with the younger ones was when they offered advice to them on various shows. Having romantic relationships between the two groups play out in Paradise would be something completely new for the series. I think that the Golden contestants should continue to solely offer advice to the younger contestants and stick to dating people in their own age range. During Bachelor in Paradise Season 7, two couples had controversial age gaps that raised some eyebrows. Joe Amabile, 35, and Serena Pitt, 23, and Kenny Brosh, 40, and Mary Pepin, 25. But they were nothing compared to the age differences between the Golden contestants and the other franchise alums. The youngest regular Bachelor franchise show contestant could be 23, while the youngest Golden contestant could be 60. On the other hand, Joe and Serena and Kenny and Mary both ended up getting married after their Paradise engagements, so it's possible that an age-gapped romance could work. Although Wells referred to the regular Bachelor contestants as young kids, many of them are in their 30s, and if the show brings back contestants from older seasons, they could even be in their 40s. A 20-year age gap is a lot, but it could work under the right circumstances. Still, I think that Wells and Jesse have it all wrong, and golden crossover relationships are a bad idea for Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. I think that they'd be too controversial, and they'd ruin the beauty of the Golden franchise. I hope that the contestants find love in Costa Rica, but I'd rather see everyone romancing people
Bachelor
in their
in
own
Paradise
age
Season
Season 10. Wells Adams and Jesse Palmer drop shocking opinions on the Golden crossover. Too much, too soon. The BHA isn't big enough for everyone. Just when fans thought Bachelor in Paradise couldn't get any messier, Season 10 proved that drama has no age limit or expiration date. With the explosive addition of Golden Bachelor cast members mingling alongside the usual lineup of sexy 20 and 30-something heartbreakers, Paradise took on a whole new twist. And while the internet was torn on whether this was brilliant or bizarre, the biggest curveball came from Wells Adams and Jess Palmer, who didn't hold back on their brutally honest and controversial opinions about the unexpected Golden crossover. Let's just say, things got awkward, fast. In a Bachelor Happy Hour podcast episode that aired shortly after filming wrapped in Sayulita, Mexico, bartender of all seasons, Wells Adams spilled tequila-soaked tea, while host Jesse Palmer went full-blown diplomatic until he didn't. And now, fans are wondering, was this crossover a creative leap or a casting disaster? H beef or beauty, not in Paradise. For the first time in franchise history, Bachelor in Paradise took a bold swing by inviting former Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette cast members to the beach, including fan favorite Sandra, Spicy Widower Martin, and two more low-key Golden singles, Cheryl and Alonzo. All in their late 60s or early 70s, they walked down those famous wooden stairs with confidence and turned heads. Some Gen Z and millennial contestants didn't know what to make of it. Others, downright uncomfortable. It just felt weird, one 28-year-old contestant told Us Weekly, requesting anonymity. Like, are we really doing this? My mom watches Golden Bachelor. I'm not trying to date someone her age or get judged by them. Behind the scenes, producers loved it. Viewers were curious, but Jess Palmer, not sold. Jesse was what everyone's thinking, and it's not PC. In an off-the-cuff moment during an ABC press junket, Jess Palmer's smile faltered when asked about the Golden crossover. He chuckled, then sighed. Look, he said, it was a bold idea. I don't know if Paradise was the right place for it. Record scratch. The internet lit up. Reddit threads exploded. Was Jesse shading the Golden crew? Was this a subtle nod that Bachelor Nation was having an identity crisis? He tried to backtrack. I admire the Golden cast. I just think the tone of Paradise is different. But it was too late. Bachelor fans heard him loud and clear. Jesse thought the crossover was a flop. And Wells? He had his own version of the truth. Wells calls it chaotic but not for everyone. Wells Adams, the unshakable soul of Bachelor in Paradise, went on the Chicks in the Office podcast the next day and described the season as the weirdest one yet, but also low-key iconic. We had a couple scenes where, like 27-year-olds were asking 70-year-olds for love advice after crying about someone not making eye contact, he said. That's when I knew this season was different. Still, Wells admitted there were genuine tensions between cast members. While some Golden contestants fit in and acted like the Paradise sages, others seemed to struggle with the show's speed and hookup culture. One of the Golden guys actually told me he felt like he was on another planet, Wells revealed. He wasn't wrong. One insider claimed Cheryl even called the beach a playpen of hormonal toddlers in her exit confessional. The LV triangle nobody expected. Here's where it gets juicy. Mid-season, Golden star Martin, 69, struck up an unexpected connection with contestant Lakin, 26, a nurse from Atlanta. What began as light-hearted conversations turned into full-blown chemistry, with Martin calling Laken wise beyond her years, and Laken admitting she found Martin's maturity so grounding. Cue the fireworks and the backlash. Several male contestants were reportedly uncomfortable with the attention Martin was getting from younger women. One even accused him of manipulating his grandpa charm. Producers leaned way into it. But Jesse Palmer? Not amused. At a certain point, we have to ask ourselves, what show are we making? He reportedly told a producer off camera. This isn't a social experiment. It's a dating show. There's a difference. That quote mysteriously leaked to Reality Steve. Bachelor Nation exploded. Who even APPROVDTKS? Rumors have swirled that executive producer Bennett Gradner fought for the crossover, hoping to keep the golden momentum alive after Jerry Turner's season shattered ratings expectations. According to production sources, Wells and Jesse weren't consulted about the idea until it was already locked. It was a shock, one crew member claimed. Jesse didn't even know Sandra was on the flight until she showed up on the beach. That surprise carried into the energy of filming. According to insiders, Jesse reportedly showed up later and left earlier than usual. Wells stayed, but looked visibly annoyed during one beachside argument where Alonso gave Laken unsolicited advice about her bikini top. It got patronizing fast, a contestant admitted. Like, I respect elders, but I didn't come here for Grandpa to judge my swimsuit. The fans choose sides. Bachelor Nation was divided in real time as the season aired. On Instagram, at Jess Loves Roses, Martin and Laken have more chemistry than half these Gen Z boys. I'm obsessed. At Golden Girl 69, leave the Golden cast alone. They bring depth. The rest of you are drama bots. At Exo Roast Trap, this is Bachelor in Paradise, not Bachelor Retreat. Sorry, not sorry. The discourse spread to TikTok, where side-by-side edits of Martin and Laken's wholesome moments were set to Golden Hour by JVKE, while other videos mocked the situation with audio from the Golden Girls. Even former Bachelor alums weighed in. Tia Booth called the crossover genius chaos. Nick Viall said it felt forced. Caitlin Bristow posted a cryptic quote on IG stories. Sometimes keeping it classic means knowing when to say no. Was that shade? Definitely. G Hassy's final word, and why he's not Nuwaroan. By the time Men Tell All was filmed, Jesse Palmer had crafted a more polished answer. But during his sit-down interview with E! News, he didn't fully back down. The Golden crossover had its moments, he said. But in the future, we need to ask, what kind of experience are we promising the audience? Are we staying true to the format? Translation: Jess is not here for a complete franchise merger. Fans appreciated the honesty. Critics called it ageist. But Jesse wasn't the only one catching heat. Wells admits it went too far. In a candid YouTube Q&A, Wells Adams admitted the crossover may have been too much, too soon. I think we underestimated how jarring it would be to have such drastically different age groups in one environment, where emotional intensity is already at a 10, he said. I love the Golden crew, but next time, maybe a separate Golden Paradise is the way to go. And there it was, Wells' pitch for a new spin-off. Golden Paradise. Twitter agreed immediately. Golden Paradise? Yes, please. Within hours, fans were demanding ABC give the Golden cast their own beach. Petitions launched. Reddit users mocked up logos. Even Sandra herself tweeted, I didn't come to Paradise to babysit. But I definitely sip a cocktail with Martin and Cheryl on our own beach. #Golden Paradise. The energy shifted. What started as controversy evolved into a movement. Jesse Palmer and Wells Adams may have called out the mess, but they may have also inspired the next chapter of the franchise.